Okay, we're going to try to get back in here. Oh. Hey, buddy. So, not sure exactly what just happened there, but we seem to be okay. Okay, it looks like I'm back.
Game paused.
I'm just going to have a quick look at the stream. Are we up? Yep, we're back on. Go, go.
Game
Right,
resumed.
nice of Abathoor to consider the stream. Yeah, sorry about that. Actual technical. I don't know what happened there. I really hope I didn't just kick the network cable, because that would be difficult to do from where I'm sitting. But hey, it's all good. Let's see. So, we're getting a lair coming up on one side, presumably so he can max out his roach speed as fast as possible, whereas on this side, Abathoor's going for a third. The thing is, if Maar gets a big old fist of roaches up before Abathoor has the ability to respond, he's going to potentially be hitting with speed plus 1 roaches. And Abathoor doesn't have the tech to deal with that. People call me a liar. How dare you know me so well? Trickster. Oh, I like that. I'll accept that. Okay, so Abathoor getting his Roach Warrant up. The thing is, Abathoor's starting his Roach Warrant at the same time his opponent's getting his speed up. And given that Abathoor doesn't have a lair yet, he's going to struggle to catch up with what's happening. Maar having himself some defenses, so he doesn't need to worry too much about being attacked. Like, he's going to do a bunch of damage to the any enemy Zerglings that try and sneak through. This is, by the way, is not a wall. Like, the Queen might be thinking it is, but she's not. Even the Queen is not that thick. But right there, given that's enough of a defense. And right now, Abathoor should be worried, because he's about to get hit with +1 speed roaches, and I think he knows that because I think he saw the Roach Warren and the +1 wiggling. He saw that. He doesn't necessarily know the upgrade that's being done on this thing, but he can be pretty certain it's probably going to be exactly what you think it's going to be. In this case, it's just going to be a fistful of roaches. If we look at the roach count, it's currently 10 to none. It's going to be some versus... Whoa, buddy. Whoa. 12 to 1. We're going to look at like 20 roaches to 3. And Abathoor's Zergling army is melting away because it turns out that +1 roaches do quite a lot of damage to Zerglings. Oh, buddy. So right now, the army supply does not favour Abathoor even slightly. And the fact that he's got more bases is not going to help him if one of them gets immediately destroyed for basically nothing. +1's coming up, but Abathoor doesn't have... Abathoor's supply blocked. Oh, no. Okay, so right now, this attack is unfocused. But when you have this much stuff, I don't know how much it matters. Oh, wait, nope. Maar has basically the same army supply at this point. Not sure why Abathoor let him in, but... Honestly, he's about to lose his Roach Warren. And that's going to be a real problem for him. Abathoor, however, has 12 roaches on the build. So maybe he can come back from this. Roaches at the front getting chewed to bits. This fight actually looking pretty good for Abathoor. Okay, so what looked like a really bad fight for him to start with is turning into a complete rout. And he's going to completely destroy the entirety of his opponent's army. Honestly, at this point, I would go for a counterattack and see how much damage you can get done and rebuild the Roach Warren at the same time. Like, there it is. He's rebuilding the Roach Warren. Where is he? He's at the back. The thing is, right now, Abathoor can take this third base down for relatively little. His opponent has little army by comparison. And right now, I think Maar knows it. I think he's not trying to actively defend this base. I think he knows that he has to sack this base in order to stay in the game. Which is a weird thing to say. Like, the idea that you might sacrifice a major resource like this, but if the alternative is losing your entire army, then yeah, you'll do it. Zergling's not doing an awful lot there, but hey, it's all good. If he can force his opponent to come into the choke as well, away from the spine crawler, this might actually turn into quite a nice little bit of pressure here. Abathoor producing just as many. He's not getting +2 yet, and Maar is. Now, Abathoor's army is... Attacking army at least is dead. Maar has more stuff than him now. But again, Abathoor has the third base. Abathoor has more workers. If Abathoor can just push the attack button, getting his roach speed up now, he needs that to finish. Because right now, the biggest problem that his roaches have is that they can't run away. He's getting himself some spine crawlers, and if his roaches can stall for long enough that these things come up, this is actually going to be really quite nice for him. And engagement angles are very important. So he's coming around the bottom. Again, Abathoor actually, yes, very nice there, chasing away those roaches. And that Overlord is going to die, but Maar doesn't really care. If we're looking at army supply at this point, actually, Abathoor's evening things up a bit. But if we look at the economy, Abathoor is still doing better. Maar, I think the problem that Maar had was that he took a bad engagement angle. He pushed into this choke when he didn't need to. He tried to push in here, and he did take out the Roach Warren. But he pushed into a narrow point, so his army got funneled. Whereas if he'd just taken out the third, he would have been able to get away very easily. If he pushed down these rocks and then killed the third, or just killed the third and run away this way, he might have been able to do a little bit better. Going for a run by on the new third. Because actually, he's going to be able to do a ton of damage to it. Not as much as he would have if he'd done like 20 seconds faster, but you know, whatever. Get in, do some damage, see what your opponent has, check his other base. Yeah, it's all good. Oh, I cannot believe that Overlord lived. I cannot believe that Overlord lived. Oh my god. And yeah, he's going to go and cancel this base. Because by the time the roaches respond, it's too late. The lings can run away. And while that's happening, this is happening. Oh, Abathoor, don't stand in the pain! Oh, no! Abathoor threw that one away. He could have gotten away with that one, but nope. His opponent's now up on the same number of bases, and Maar actually has more workers. Which for Abathoor is a problem. Because he was relying on just being able to not have to deal with that. That said, if he can get up here, if the Ravagers come in and try and tangle with his Spine Crawlers, he can get a good angle on this. The Spine Crawler can do a ton of damage. The Spore Shots, the Corrosive Biles going in. But Abathoor being able to fully defend that one. Very nicely done. Abathoor now having 62 drones to his opponent's 50. Looking pretty good for Abba. He's getting his fourth base up, which is exactly where you want to be. Yeah, it's pretty nice. We do like. Hydra's coming up for Maar, which actually I will admit I do like. I like the idea that he's going to have the buffer of the roaches in the front. He's going to have Hydra speed. Oh, Abba's getting Hydra speed though. Oh, okay. So, both players going for Hydra. We're getting Hive up from Abathoor. He's a little bit further ahead. His opponent double expanding. He's getting a macro hatch in the main and getting this base up because he has to. Oh, wow, he's triple expanding. And getting himself some lurkers, which is going to be fun and exciting. But again, if Abathoor can keep on top of his corrosive biles, he'll be able to just bomb those out of existence with mortars, essentially. Yeah. No, it's looking pretty good. So Abathoor going to go for a push here. He's got same upgrades. Nice little hit there. Damage on the lurkers will take time to recover. He can actually see the lurkers as well, which is really useful. Dead Overlord is dead. Maar is supply blocked. Oh, not enough. Yep, that's a pickup. Oh, he needs to get out of there. And actually a nice little trade there. Abathoor just trading one unit for one unit. Yeah, and actually because they were the roaches that took the damage, he can just make them into other things. Very nice. Like it. The number of Hydras in his army isn't huge. We can tell when you turn your head to read Twitch chat. Is it because I stopped paying attention to the game? Lol. Queen's dead. Lurkers are not buried, so you've got a few seconds to do some damage. Also, hi, Wiseman. He's giving the Hydras for lurkers. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, yeah, good to see you, Wiseman. Bum, bum, da, da, da. Actually, it'd be interesting to see. Oh, if Abathoor can push his. Yeah, he's going to have to push this forward so we can try and see where the lurkers are. And that's a kill on the Overseer. At which point Abathoor should be just like, oh, okay, fine. Fine, I'm leaving. The thing is, right now, Abathoor technically, I think, has the advantage economically just. So he should be okay. Oh, there's an attack coming in on... Oh, that's just a... What the hell is that? What is that? Like, it's there killing his base very slowly. And he can see it now.
You engage the enemy. On purpose?
Yeah, this is turning into a bit of a static game. Lurker's not nearly as... Lurker's not nearly as scary. Oh, wow, I love that. Oh, you want creep tumors? No. Why would you move the workers over there when there's a thing on the base? Ah! 9 workers sacrificed for nothing. Abathoor, why? I mean, he's making up for it by making 19 more drones. So he will have the economy lead in a second. Yeah, no, the mic is... This is where the mic is. I'm talking directly into the mic now. This is when I'm looking at the game. This is when I'm looking at Twitch chat. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. A couple of units going down here. A couple of units going down there. The lurkers are not in range of each other? No, they're not. Not in range. Oh, that was exciting. Thing is, you have to send the Overseer in first. Otherwise... yeah, otherwise you can... Oh, hello. Incoming attack. This base is effectively dead. The question is, can Abathoor remove his army from the scene afterwards? Or is he trapping himself? I think he might be trapping himself if he's not careful. Or quick. Or he could just turn on the lurkers. That was brutal. I mean, it might not have been the best trade in the world, but at least he got some serious damage in. And yeah, no, okay, that was alright. That was not a good trade. Abathoor needs to run away with the remnants of his army. Abathoor, why? Why would you run into lurkers like that? You've just killed your entire army. And Maar is replacing the lurkers. You do not have the money to replace all of the things you just got killed. No. At this point, Maar goes for the kill. He just took out your entire army. At this point, that's game. That's game, set, and match. Well, not game, set, and match, but it's game right here. Yep, that's the dead base. That's the dead army. The lurkers can't be seen because there's no detection in the area. And that right there is game number 1, I'm pretty convinced. Because right now Abathoor doesn't have the capacity to build that much army. He's going to have +3, which is great. I love it. But he doesn't have the lurkers in the right position yet. He needs to bury them in the dirt now! Except they're all going to die. And unfortunately that's it for Abathoor in game 1. And he's not even going to get... Oh, he got the missile attacks, I guess. But that's game. Oh, unfortunately, if Abathoor hadn't thrown his army into the fray at exactly the wrong time there, that wouldn't have gone quite the way it did. But yeah, he engaged on top of the lurkers with the whole army rather than just bombing them from distance. And that may have cost him the game, I think. So yeah, let's move this over here. GG. Okay, so game number 2. That was, in fact, the map that it was. Yeah, it was golden, alright. The next map is going to be Site Delta. Okay. So yeah, nice to see you, Wiseman. And also, hi, buddy. Hey, buddy. Good to see you too, man. Haven't seen you in ages. But hey, it's all good. And thank you for dealing with the technical in the last game. Oh, there we go. Cool. Let's go. Do-do-do-dum, 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 do-do-do. I'm still not in. Hang on. Okay, I need to quit StarCraft for a second because apparently it's decided it just wants to crap out on me. Because Blizzard is, however, only a small independent company. And apparently my last game reached... Thank you, Razor Cortex. My last gameplay reached 193 FPS. I don't care. I don't know why I need to know that. Oh well. It is what it is. Bum ba dum bum bum. Champagne. What's this week's mutation? Oh wow. So damage in Jesus, that's a horrifying thing. Okay, apparently mutation this week involves your units being hurt by being in the same area as the things they're killing. So Swan for the win, huh? Swan and someone who can put down creep tumors. Okay, so it looks like we're ready to get into game number 2. I have to hunker down, otherwise I end up losing the top of my head. I don't know why that's happening. Because I swear I haven't moved the camera since last week. So my posture has to be terrible. Kind of frustrating. I was hoping we'd see the cats by now, but never mind. Could show you my kitties. My spicy, spicy boys. Okay, let's get in. In the top left-hand corner, playing for our pack, it is Abathoor. And his opponent, the bottom right-hand corner, the powerhouse of Berserker, it's Maar. Okay, so we're doing well. Abathoor getting himself... Oh, double overpool from Maar to try and get himself 16 workers. It's a little bit of a sacrifice, but you get 2 extra workers early on. Yeah? And I would be fascinated to know how much of a difference this makes. Like, does anyone in the chat know how much of an economic benefit it is to actually have the 2 extra workers in the overpool, given that you need to sacrifice a certain amount of money just to not have the supply, to not build the gas geysers, basically. You lose money by cancelling them. But do you lose enough that it makes it not worth doing? Is that something people can tell? In any case, Abathoor getting his pool up a little bit later. Which is interesting because he's got the... there we go. So right now, this is looking good for Maar. Mar's going to have his pool up significantly faster. He's going to have a little bit more money, I think. No, Abathoor's got more money, but he's not able to spend it yet. So the Queens will be up sooner for Maar. He'll have his lava up sooner. He'll have his Zerglings up sooner. He'll get Zergling speed sooner. This is a nice little start for him. I think... show them cats? I would love to show them cats. But unfortunately, they're in hiding at the moment. Basically, they were rescued in... I want to say August of last year. July of last year. And I got them... Or they were born in July of last year. They were rescued in August or September. And they came to live with me 2 days before New Year's Day. So the fact that my spicy boys are even willing to come out near me is actually quite a thing. It is negative benefits, I say, buddy. Interesting. Because it feels like it's a lot of extra effort, for especially if it's not that much gain. I do wonder why people do it. Abathoor pulling out of gas completely, now that he's got his speed started. And pulling out very efficiently as well, I like that. He's only got 4 overgas. Which basically means he can now max out his Zergling production. Whereas in this side of the map, also pulled out. Both players going for a Zergling flood. Mar's going to have more of them, though. Like, I'm just saying it now. Mar's going to have more Zerglings. Because he started making them sooner. That said, Maar has completely cut worker production. Completely. So... Oh! Maar is going for the kill shot. And as soon as Abathoor realizes this, if he can just make spines, if he can make... okay, he sees the attack. He sees the attack coming. At this point, Abathoor should be starting to panic and build spine crawlers at the front and wall himself in if he can. Like, he needs to do something. Why is he walling there? Okay, he's reducing surface area, I guess. Queens are dead. Abathoor's in real trouble. If that building finishes, it will produce some broodlings when it dies. I don't know if that's enough though. I think Abathoor might just be dead, given that he cannot produce army fast enough. Yep, that's death. Wow. Abathoor desperately trying to work a drill. Unfortunately, he's down to the same number of workers and almost no army against 26 supply of Zerglings, which are just going to parade push across the map and kill him. And that right there is game, set, and match. That's a feels bad moment right there. It's only good for build order, i.e. fast pull, which is exactly what happened. GG.